Hey folks, it's Dave back here in Studio B, and as promised, taking another look at this new basketball game. It now has a name. It is called Uptempo Basketball, and it's by Brian Hafer-Kemp. Hopefully, I'm saying that Hafer-Camp. I hope I'm saying that correctly there. He's a member of the sports simulation group there, Dave Little's group. I don't think he's in Digital to Dice yet. We'll get him to Digital to Dice and get him on our group. And we might even have him on the show. We'll talk to him about this game that he's creating here. I'm calling this the basketball version of shootout hockey. I mean, there's no other way to really say call it any other thing it is. This is fantastic. This is I'm just setting up my things here. Sorry about that. It's a really fun game, and there are a lot of options and a lot of different ways to play this game. Okay, so he's got the new cards out for the teams. He's only got a handful of teams out right now, but he does have the 86, 87 Celtics, Hawks, Mavericks, and Lakers. So I'm going to play Celtics like the Hawks, just like I did the other day. And how you play this is you just roll two dice. So you get basically a 1 to 100 roll, and that tells you what happened on the possession, and it could be that simple, or you could really get into who's taking the shot and who's defending him and the whole bit. And it goes pretty quick. For a possession-by-possession game, it goes pretty quick. Now, he had put in rebounds and assists in the whole bit, but then he rethought that, and I think that's a good idea, because the idea behind this game is you want it to be quick, hence the name Uptempo Basketball game. And so if you start really trying to get in all the stats with rebounds and assists and the whole bit, it's going to take a long time, and that's not what this game is really about. So I'm going to play the first half very generic. So basically what I'm going to do is, you see where it says Boston Celtics over here, and that's all their team stats, and then the Atlanta Hawks and the team stats. And then next to that you have all the players. I'm going to ignore the players off the bat and see how fast I can play this game with just the generic team setting. So that is kind of your basic version. Then you can start adding in who's taking the shot and looking at their individual ratings. And then, so we'll do that for the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, we'll add in who's playing defense. So we're going to kind of go step by step by step with this game to show you that there's a lot of different options. And that's the key. We talked about that on the Digital to Dice podcast, is options. And this game has options. I really do like it. So I'm kind of hoping Brian continues with this project and he puts out a bunch of seasons in the whole bit, because this could be really, really fun. So let's get right into it. So down on the actually, over on the left-hand side of me tonight is the ball roller, and basically what I have here is it's going to be a 1 to 100 roll. That would be 100 right there, and that little round die, that's the point, the tenth of a percent number, because some of the shots on the individuals or even on the team, like the Celtics free throw is 80.8. So I'm going to roll, and I'm going to roll the 10th die just to have some fun with it here. Alrighty, so let's get going. Hopefully everything's all set up and looking good. And I believe he changed the run, too. 1 to 3 is a run for each team, meaning that you're going to outscore the other team. And I think he had it at 4 minutes, and I'm pretty sure he changed that to 2 minutes. So anyway, let's play here. This is the basic version. We're going to start off at least the first quarter, maybe the first half, just the basic version. Okay. The game now has a name, yes. It's called Uptempo Basketball, which is, I think it's a pretty decent name for this right here. I suggested Fast-Paced Hoops, which I thought was just as good, because this is a fast-paced type of game. Okay, so let's get going with this. Steeler fan and David C. and Robbie joined us here live. All right, so we're going to start off here. So the Celtics are going to take control of the ball here in the first quarter. They're going to win the tip-off. You can roll for it, but I'm just going to call Celtics, and then the Hawks will get it later on in the game. So I think Boston wins it, then Atlanta, then Boston. I think that's how it goes. All righty. And, hey, Ben stops by as well. And he couldn't decide what to play tonight, so he stopped by. Yeah, I do that too. Sometimes I do that too. I've been playing some really crazy games on Steam that you'll see on my channel earlier that I'm having some fun with. But anyway, let's play some basketball. All right, so the Celtics have the ball. So what I'm looking for here on the Celtics card, I'm looking for a number from 1 to 100, and on their left-hand column below 86, 87 on the Celtics card, that's what's going to happen on their possession. All right, you can use a pace to determine how many possessions of the game. I'm using the clock at 20 seconds. I just prefer that. All right, so we're going to roll the dice here. So I got a 97. and that's going to be a 3-point shot. So the Celtics come down the court, and they're not messing around. They put it up and in, and they're going to hit 3 points right away, and they're making a statement here in Atlanta. Now, again, I'm playing generic. I'm not going to find out who took the shot. I just looked over here, and that's an automatic 3-point shot for the Celtics, and it's good. So what a way to start the game in Atlanta. And if you remember, the Atlanta Hawks own the Celtics here on my channel, and even on Ron's channel. Okay, because Ron's told me the Atlanta Hawks are giving his Celtics fits too. Alrighty, so 20 seconds in, 3-0 Boston. Let's pick up the pace here a little bit. So the Hawks with a 72, and that's going to be a 2-point bucket, and that is good. So the Hawks come down and they answer with a bucket of their own. However, it's only 2, and so it's 3-2 Boston here. And now the Celtics come down the other way, a 24, and that's going to be a foul, and they're going to go to the line for a free throw attempt. So their free throw attempt is 80.8. Again, I'm just using the standard team percentages here. So 80.8. First one is up, and no good. And the second one is up, and that's no good. They missed them both. So the Celtics missed both free throws, and the Hawks have a chance to take the lead as the curse continues here on the channel. A 57 is a 2-point shot, and it's good. So the Hawks will take the lead with that 2-point shot, and they lead this one 4-3. And now the Celtics ball, a 39 is going to be a 2-point attempt, and so it's a 53. And against the team defense is -3, so it's going to be a 50. So they got a 50-50 chance. So the shot is up by the Celtics, and good. So the Celtics drop that one in, and they get a lead 5-3 here. And this would probably go a lot quicker if you were playing pen and paper, because I'm clicking around on all the scoreboard up here so you can see it and have some visuals. But if you were playing pen and paper, you'd be going a little bit quicker. All right, so it's going to be Hawks ball, a 41, and that's going to be a 2-point attempt. So it's a 49.1 -2, so it's a 47.1. Good, just barely. It danced around the rim, but it dropped in. And so it's going to be a 6-5 lead for the Hawks here. We played 2 minutes now here in quarter number 1. And I believe I'm playing everything correctly here. Again, this is an early build of the game. I played this the other day. He made some changes, so hopefully I'm playing all the changes correctly. So we got a 61 here. It's going to be, shot is up, and that is an automatic bucket, and that is good. So the Celtics come right back down the court, and they drop that in, and here we go. Now, he said he made some changes to try to get some higher scoring in this game because some of his scores were really low. In fact, the game that I played, I thought the scoring was a little bit low. So let's see if the changes he made to the numbers here help at all. All right, here come the Hawks now. They are at home, and 95 is up, and that is good. So it looks like the higher numbers are generally better here. So that shot is up and good. And so the Hawks, that's going to be an 8. So it's 8-7 Hawks here. 9:20 to go here in the first quarter. Celtics ball, a 21, and another foul. So they'll go to the line. Remember, their free throws, they missed 2 last time. So 80.8. First one is up, and this one is good. And the second one is no good. So the Celtics having trouble from the line. They're only 1 for 3 right now, but they do manage to tie the game. And it's going to be Hawks ball. A 62, and that's going to be up and good, automatic too, and that drops in. And the Hawks take the lead here, and it's 10-8. Celtics ball, 92, and that is up, and that is good. And the Celtics have tied the game at 10. Atlanta ball here, a 66, and that's up, and that is good as well. So it's going to be each team going up and dropping them in here. And the Hawks take the lead. Celtics ball, 98. And that is 3 points and good. So the Celtics have hit a couple of 3-pointers here early on. And that makes up for all their missed free throws. And it's going to be 13-12 right now. So it's going to be Hawks ball. Again, I'm just rolling basically 2 10-sided die. I'm rolling 3 10-sided die, so I have a 10th die. And that's all you need to work this game. A 58 is 2 points up and good. So the Hawks come back. And they will take the lead by 1. They're getting a lot of favorable rolls, as the Hawks always do on my channel. 71, and that's up and good as well. So the Celtics and the Hawks in a duel here at the Omni in Atlanta. Hawks ball, and a 52 is 2-point attempt. So we got a 49.1 -2, so it's a 47.1, and no good, in and out. So the Celtics get the ball. With 6:40 to go, so it's Celtics ball. And another 3-pointer The Celtics are going down the court and just dropping the three-pointers in. That's 3 successful three-point shots here in the first quarter. Holy cow. The Celtics are really taking it to them here beyond the arc. Is that what it is? Is that beyond the arc? I don't know my basketball terms. Hawks ball, 21. And a foul, so they're going to go to the line. 75.9. The first one is up and good, and the second one is up and good. So they'll hit them both from the line. So they'll cut that back down to 18-16 with 6 minutes to play here in the period. Yes, this court, everything here, what I have here, this is my Excel scoreboard at the top. It's just something I did in Excel. The team cards are just JPEGs from the PDF that I stole. They're free to download, but I just cropped them out. And the court is from Action PC Basketball. It's one of the courts from Action PC Basketball. So I drop that in once in a while and just makes it look kind of nice. All right, so I think it's Celtics ball here. I got to kind of keep track of whose ball it is. So I think the Celtics get it here, and a 31 is going to be a foul and a free throw. So again, 80.8. It's up and good, and the second one is good as well. So they finally get a couple of shots here from the line, and they lead by 4 again here with 5:40 to go in the quarter. All right, Hawks ball with 78, and that's up, and that is good, 2 points. So this has been a close game here, back and forth with 5:20 to go. So see, we're more than halfway through the quarter. Moves pretty quick here when you're playing in basic mode. And a foul, so we're going to go to the line. 80.8. First one's up and good. The second one is up, and that is good as well. So the Celtics hitting from the line for a pair. And with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, they lead by 4. A 62 is up, and that is good by the Hawks. And they come right back. So we got having a high-scoring game here now compared to the last game I played. So some of the adjustments are working. And another foul. So the Celtics are going to the line again. And the first one is up and good. And the second one's up, and that is good as well. So the Celtics will drop in 2 more, and they lead 24-20 here. Hawks ball in 18, and we haven't had any turnovers yet. That's pretty amazing. That's going to be a foul, so a free throw. 75.9. First one is no good. It hits the rim and goes out. The second one is good. So they'll get 1 out of 2 on that one there. And now we got 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. A 17 and almost a turnover, but that's going to be a foul instead. Foul instead. So let's go to the free throw line. Brent, I'll answer your question in 1 second. I just want to take the shots here. First one is good, and the second one is no good. So the Celtics only get the 1 there. So they get 25, and it's going to be 3:40. So it's going to be Hawks ball. Hawks ball, remember that. Okay, Brent says, how does the opposing defense come into play? I'm going to do that later on in the game. What I'm doing right now is I'm playing. I want to see how fast it plays. So I'm playing the first half, just basic offense, basic defense. In the third quarter, I'm going to go to individual offense, and then in the fourth quarter, I'm going to add the defense. So you'll kind of see how it all plays out. Because it does take a lot longer when you start adding individual offense and defense, I didn't want to play the whole game that way, so I just want to kind of see how fast we can play it on basic and that. So basically what happens is you figure out who's taking the shot, and then there's a defensive number here, okay? So DJ's defense is 1 to 65, and Sheasting is 66 to 100, so that'll tell you who's on the court defending is kind of how that works. And then their defense numbers are next to them. So I will be getting to that, so just hang on. I just want to get through this first couple of quarters here. All right, so I got a 72, and that is up, and that is good. So the Hawks come back and drop that one in. 3:20 to play. A 57, and that is up, and that is good as well. So we got this might be a little too high scoring here, although I am rolling right in the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. I really am. The Hawks are to 69, and they hit, and that is good too. I am just hitting all these shots. All righty. Celtics ball, 84, and that is good. So hopefully I'm playing this correct. I seem to be getting a lot of automatic shots here. 18, and that's a foul. We got a free throw. And the first one is up and good, and the second one's up, and that is no good. So they only get the 1. So that's a 26, actually. 26, and we got 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Celtics 29 to 26 and 11, and that's a turnover. That's our first turnover. So the Celtics come down the court and they turn that over with 1:40 to play. And it's going to be Atlanta ball. They come back the other way. A 59 is up, and it is good. It drops in. So the Hawks come back, and they cut the lead to 1 now with 1:20 to play. A 71 for the Celtics, and that is up, and that is good. So that gives them 31. And that's 1 minute left in the period. A 33 is going to be a foul and a free throw, so 75.9. And first one is good. The second one is good as well. So it's 31-30 here. And each team with a possession to go here. Celtics actually have 2 possessions left. 81, that's up, and that drops in, and that is good. So the Celtics with a 33 here. So time ticking away. This will be the final possession of the first quarter. And it's going to be Atlanta ball, and a 59 is good. They'll drain that at the buzzer. And that gives them 32, and that ends the first quarter. So at the end of 1, it's Boston 33, Atlanta 32. And Gilles Thibault shows up here and says, Brian has a gem here. Yes. Yeah, again, this to me feels like the shootout hockey of basketball games. I don't know how else to say it. I just feel like this is going to be shootout, the version of shootout hockey for basketball. And that's a compliment, by the way. If you're not familiar with shootout hockey, it is probably my favorite hockey game. My favorite medium play game, I should say, because you play it really fast. SDG Replay stopping by. I put the link to the files of this game in the description of this video here. Brian has it up on his website. And you can download the score sheet. You can download the rules. You can download the teams that he has available right now. I think he's got 4 teams from 86, 87. He had some newer teams. I don't know if he's updated them with the new stuff, with the all the individual things here. And what was neat, he has been listening to suggestions, because I suggested with a couple other people to put in the bench players, not just the starters, and he did that, and it's really added some depth to the game. Okay, so Atlanta now has the ball, as we'll start the second quarter, and then we'll start factoring in some offense. So let me just see if I can fly through this here. Now, that went pretty quick, I think. That quarter went pretty quick. All right, so Atlanta ball. Atlanta ball with a 73, up, and it is good. So they take the lead here as they have the ball, and they drop it in. Celtics ball, 57. They come back, and they drop that in as well. So the Celtics coming back to regain the lead. Back and forth we go at the Omni. 93, up, and good. So the Hawks take the lead back. It's a nail-biter here. And 06, and that's a turnover. So the Celtics cough this one up. And here comes Atlanta now the other way. A 22, and they are fouled, and they'll go to the line. So it's a 75.9. First one is good. Second one, no good. Wow, 75.9. They get 76.2. So they only get the 1. So the lead is 2 right now here in the second quarter. All right, so Boston ball, a 93. Ooh, that is good. Almost a 3-point attempt, but that is good. Oh, wait, I don't think I'm going to use this the 10th die for the thing here. I'm just going to go with a straight number. I'll use the 10th die for my shots only, just so I can get a rule out here. So that's going to be 2 points and automatically good. All right, as I get little notices coming up here on my day. Don't you love when you're live streaming and you get these little notices that offers or something that come up from Dell or something? Okay, whatever. All right, Atlanta ball, a 15, and they're fouled, so they're going to go to the line. And the first one's up and good. Second one's up, and that is good as well. So they will take the lead by 2. And it's 9:40 to play, Celtics ball. Anybody getting Stratomatic games? You're going to pass on Strat and Action PC. I want to get the hockey because they have the Summit Series, and that's a big seller for me. And they also have a WHA season coming out. So I know I'm getting the hockey PC with the 4 teams, 2 of which the 72 Summit Series with Canada, Russia. So I have to get that. So that's a must-buy for me. The other stuff I'm not sure about yet. 60 for the Celtics, and that is a shot, and that is up and good. So 2-point shot is good. So it's a 39-39 game right now, and the ball goes back to the Hawks. They bring it up the court here, a 47, and now we finally have a shot attempt. Okay, it's been a while since we've had a shot attempt, so now we got a 2-point attempt. The 2-point attempt is 49.1 minus, so 47.1, good. And that drops in, so the Hawks go back out in front by a pair. Celtics ball, a 20, and that's a foul, and they will go to the line. 80.8. First one is good. Second one is good as well. So they will tie it up from the line, 41-41, and 20 seconds coming off the clock. Alrighty, 2, and it's a turn. Oh, no, it's a run. Ooh, the Hawks get a run. So 0-2 is a run. So let's see what the run is. And the run is 6-0. Wow, big run there by the Hawks. So they're going to run up 6 points right here. Okay. So that gives them 47, and 2 minutes come off the clock for the run. So we go all the way down to 6:40 here. So the Hawks running it up with a nice 6-0 run right there. And I like that they added that in the game. That's something I never would have thought about because I'm not a big basketball guy, but that was really kind of cool that they did that. All right, Celtics ball now, trailing, and they're going to get a couple of free throws here. So they're going to go to the line, and the first one is good, and the second one is good as well. So they'll cut that lead to 5. Oh, actually 4. They get 2 on that one there. As Bernard stops by to check out some new basketball. And I believe Brian's going to call this game Uptempo Basketball. It's kind of a cool name. It's got a neat little logo, too. I don't know if that's the official logo that I use for the thumbnail. I just grabbed the one that I like. He put up 3. That's the one that I like. Although I think I would color the ball orange. That's what I would do. But again, it still looks fine the way it is. All right, Atlanta with a 58, and that is good. So the Atlanta offense coming through right now here in the second quarter, taking it to the Celtics. Can the Celtics respond? No, they're going to turn it over. And Hawks have a great chance now to really extend this lead. They come down to 78, and that is good. So the curse of the Hawks continues here on my YouTube channel. Celtics ball, a 56. They'll come down and they'll drain that. So they'll cut it back to just a 6-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the half. And again, we're just playing basic mode right now, and they're going to go to the line. 75.9. Good and good. So they'll sink them both. That's going to be 53. All right, 4:40 to play. Celtics ball, a 49. We got a 2-point attempt. So it's going to be 53 minus 3. So 50-50 chance. No good. Not even close. And so here come the Hawks now. The chance to really open this up. And 86 is up and good. So the Hawks, since going on that run, are up by 10 right now. And this feels like a basketball game. And this is just basic mode, but it really feels like a possession-by-possession basketball game. And this one goes up, and that is good. The Celtics hit that one there, so it's 55-47. And the Hawks now coming the other way. 0-8. They're going to turn this one over. So it's been a while since we've had a turnover for the Hawks. So the Celtics, chance to do some damage here, and they turn it over. So back-to-back turnovers here. Now the Hawks coming the other way. And they'll get fouled, so they'll go to the line for 2, 75.9. First one is good. Second one, 75.1. It just dances in and drops through there. So now the lead is back to 10. So the Hawks have had a really good quarter. Celtics ball, 0-9. There's another turnover. Sloppy play by, that's a 20 right there. Sloppy play by Boston. Hawks ball, and they turn it over. So big defensive play by Boston. They need this bucket right here. 77 is up and good, and they get it. You don't want to go down by any more than 10. All righty, so under 2 to play. Hawks ball coming the other way. A 45. That's a 2-point attempt, so it's 49.1. So 47.1, good. And that goes in. And again, when we start the second half, we'll start showing you how to incorporate the offense into this game. Boston ball. 31, I think it's Boston ball. Again, if I mess up, this is just a practice game. This is not anything product. All right, so we got a free throw attempt. 80.8. First one is good, and the second one is good as well. So Boston gets a couple back from the line, cutting it back to an 8-point lead with a minute to go. Hawks ball, 13. Turnover. Chance for the Celtics to end this quarter on a high note. Here they come, and they go on a run. Celtics go on a run. Now, that's going to end the quarter. I did ask Brian about that, if you get a run with under 2 minutes left. And I think he said it wraps around. So I think what we'll do is we'll wrap the 2 minutes around into the third quarter, just to kind of follow his lead. All right, so we got to take 2 minutes off the clock. So I will be taking, so I'll get that down to, 10:40? So I'll take it down to 10:40 to start the third, because I think that's how it goes. All right, and the run is 62. And it's going to be 6-0. So that's a big run at the end of the period, into the third. So it's going to be 57. All right, so now what I got to do here, actually, is because we had the run, I think this is how it's being done right now. So 2 minutes off the clock. So it's going to be Atlanta ball here, and that is our score. So I think I did that correctly at the end of the quarter. All righty. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them the best I can. And if not, if I can't answer them, I'll see if Brian can answer them, okay? All right, so it's 59-57. Atlanta leads. We're into the third. And, again, we have to shave some time off the clock because we did have the 2-minute run at the end of the half. So it's going to be Atlanta ball. I'm going to incorporate now the players that are going to shoot the ball, and I'm just going to use team defense. And then in the fourth quarter, we will put it all together and play team player defense. Okay, so I'm going to go. So let me just get this going here and see if we can make this. So Atlanta ball. So I got a 99. It's a 3-point attempt. So I need to see who's taking a 3-point attempt. So I'm going to look in the 3-point column, right? And I'm going to roll 1 to 100, and it's 48. So the 3-point attempt is by Mike McGee, okay? And Mike McGee's 3-point attempt is 37.6 minus the 2 on the defense is 35.6. So McGee, 35.6 from three-point land. It's good. So he hits the three-pointer. So that is McGee scoring the big three-pointer there. And the Hawks go back out in front by a large margin. Now, if you were doing this the entire game, you could probably keep points for each player. So you'd have to have that on a separate sheet and keep track of the points if you wanted to do that. So that is an option as well. Again, there's no rebounds or assists. He wanted to do that, and then I think smartly took it out. This doesn't feel like the type of game that you want to get all of that. This is a very fast-paced game that I like the idea of keeping points. And then beyond that, because I'm a casual basketball guy, I kind of don't care about rebounds and assists. I hate to say it that way, but I like to look at the final score and, hey, Bird had a big game with all these points or something like that, you know. All right, so Boston ball right now. And a 78 for Boston is 2 points. And now, so that's 2 points and it's good. And let's see who took that shot. So it's a 66. And a 66 from 2 points is going to be Kevin McHale. So McHale up and good. McHale drops that in for Boston. And that cuts the lead down to 62-59. So it's going to be Atlanta ball. Atlanta ball at 31. And there's a foul. And let's see who goes to the line. 62 on the free throw is going to be Kevin Willis. So Kevin Willis goes to the line. And he's got a 70.9 on the free throw chance. All right, 70.9. Here we go. First one is up and good. Second one is up, and that is good as well. So Willis hits both from the free throw line. And you can see how this can build into storylines just by adding who takes the shot. I think it does add into the storyline. And if you wanted to, I mean, I'm trying to think if you could identify the shooter first. I guess you could. But, I mean, I think you'd want to resolve the play and then see if you needed to resolve the shooter, I guess is what I'm getting at. And Jill's T-Ball says, seems really tweakable if you want to rebound and assist. I suppose you could. There's probably ways you could do that. I'm not basketball savvy enough myself. So, all right, Celtics ball. I think it's Celtics ball, a 54, and that is up and good. And the shot was taken by 15, 2 points, and that is Danny Ainge. Dropping that one in. So Ainge hitting the bucket. And the lead is now back to 3 here in the third quarter. All right, so Brent says he likes it with the players and defense. Yeah, the only thing that does is it adds time to the game. So I played the first half. See how fast the first half went? Pretty quick with just the generic team stats. As I get into the individual players, I got to do extra rolls to see who's taking the shot, and then look at their individual percentages. It does add some depth to the game, and it's more involved, and I like it, but it does take more time, so just keep that in mind. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you know what I mean. All right, 72 right now, and that is up and good. So the Hawks come down, and 95, that is going to be Cliff Livingston. So Cliff Livingston, the bench player, comes in and sinks that for the Hawks, and that gives them a 5-point lead back. So the Hawks have just been on fire. And now the Celtics ball, a 40. So it's a 2-point attempt. A 2-point attempt. Oh, boy, a 96. That's going to be Fred Roberts. So Fred Roberts is in the game for Boston, and he's got a 52.1 minus, so it's 49.1. So Fred Roberts puts that up, and no good. So Roberts can't convert for Boston, and it's going to be Atlanta ball right now as the Boston bench has some players into the game. We got a 19, and a 19 is a free throw attempt. So who's going to go to the line? 7. So Doc Rivers goes to the line, and Doc Rivers' free throw attempt is 82.8. The first one is up. No good. So he misses that one. He gets a high five from his team anyway. The second one is good, so he'll get the 1 out of 2. So Boston dodges a bullet there. And they'll come back up the court trailing by 6 this time. A 62. This is up. The shot is up by Danny Ainge and good. So Ainge has hit a couple of back-to-back ones here for Boston. And they cut that lead to 67-63. And Atlanta coming up the court. And they will drop that one in as well. 23 taking the shot is going to be Randy Whitman. Scores the jumper. And they get the lead back. So Boston trailing now. They need to go on a run here. They really do. 68. And this one is up. And that is good as well. And that is by Larry Bird dropping that one in as he gets Boston back to within 4. Boston needs to play some defense right now. 88. Nope. This shot is up by Kevin Willis and good. So 71-65 here as the Hawks go into town. And again, these are automatic buckets, okay? When it says 2 points and 3 points, those are automatic. 2-point attempt and 3-point attempt and FT attempt, those rolls mean that you have to roll, okay? Otherwise, it's an automatic bucket. Boston, they had a foul, and he's going to go to the line. So let's see who got fouled there and who's going to take the shot. So the one thing I'm not sure about here is, so it's a 52. So it's going to be McHale either way. But what I need to check with Brian on is the and one. I'm making my note right now. And one. Is that a free throw or a 2-point? So what happens is the bucket is good, and then the player goes to the line. So to identify the player, I'm just trying to figure out if I use free throw or if I use 2-point. That might even be in the directions, and I just didn't pick up on it. All right, so the bucket is good. So that gives them 67. Here's a chance for a 3-point play. And 52, we said that was Kevin McHale. 83.6. It's good. So they get the 3-point play out of it here. So they've cut it to a 3-point game. So Boston chiseling away at that lead. Atlanta coming the other way, but they can't be stopped right now as 87. That is Mike McGee in the game on the bench for the Hawks. Drops that one in, and he gets that one to go, and it's 73-68. Celtics ball with a 70. They come right back. And this is number 70 is Robert Parrish, the Chief, goes hard to the hole. Drops that one in for Boston. And they cut it back to a 3-point lead. Hawks ball, 42. 2-point attempt. Who's going to take this one here? 17. So that's going to be Randy Whitman's going to take this one. He's got 50.5 minus 2, so he's got a 48.5. 48.5. It's up, and oh, it's just good. He got that to go. And that's a big bucket right there for the Hawks. Celtics bring it back up the court. 65. That is up by, another, no, that's going to be Parrish. Parrish, the Chief, lays that up and in. And it's back to a 3-point game. Hawks keeping the Celtics at bay in this one. 49, 2-point attempt by 41. So that's going to be Dominique Wilkins. So 51 even, minus 2, 49. This one by Dominique is easily in. No problem whatsoever. And then back to a 5-point lead. The Celtics just can't get within 5 points right now. A 31, that's a foul. And going to the line is Kevin McHale. And he's got 83.6. First one's up and good. Second one up, and that is good as well. So McHale hits them both from the line. Oh, that's 74. So 77-74 right now. And it's going to be Atlanta ball. And that is up and good. As coming the other way is Dominique Wilkins. Drops that in. And the Hawks offense just can't be stopped right now. Celtics coming the other way, and they're going to go to the line again. Another hard foul, and going to the line is Larry Bird. Bird is 91%. First one is up and good. Bird's second one goes in as well. So he hits them both, and it's back to 3 points. 4 minutes to go in the third, and this one's up from three-point land, and it is good by Mike McGee. So McGee on the bench coming in and dropping the three out of the sky for the Hawks. And, boy, now it's a 6-point lead. That's not what the Celtics needed. 53 and foul, and it goes in. So let's see who's going to go to the line here. That's going to be a 70. So it looks like it's going to be Robert Parrish. So Robert Parrish drops that in, and we'll go to the line. So let's get him to 2. So it's 82 to 78. And Parrish at the line is 73.5. Good. So Parrish with a 3-point play, and it's back to 3-point lead. Sean drops by. How did I get this layout? This is Excel. And the scoreboard at the top, you might notice I've been using that for a lot of my hockey games. I just made it basketball. And the cards below that is the cards that come with the game. I just cropped them in Photoshop and brought them in here. The Omni logo below that, the court, that is Action PC. That's Action PC basketball court that I dropped in. And then you got my shining face and ball roller. So that's all this is. It's really nothing too special. It's just dropping things in. All right, so it's going to be, I think I need to take some time off the clock. I don't think I did. I probably made a couple mistakes in this one with time or whatever, but again, I'm just trying to show off the game. All right, so Atlanta Hawks now. Coming the other way, 93. That is up, and that is good. And Dominique Wilkins was not going to be denied on that one. And it's back to a 5-point lead here. Celtics bring it up, 64. Stop, pop, and that is good. Larry Bird. Bird drops that one in. So the Celtics, they're chasing them. They just can't catch them. 82, that's up. And that is good as Doc Rivers puts that one in for the Hawks. And with 2:20 to play here in the third, they go back up by 5, a 38. And we got a 2-point attempt for the Celtics. 88. Oh, boy, that's going to be Sheeshting. Oh, boy. Sheeshting. 52.4 minus 3. I'm going with the Hawks defense, just the team defense. So it's going to be 49.4. No good. He missed that one by a country mile. Sheeshting did. And then it's going to be Hawks ball. We got an 18 here. 18 is a free throw attempt, so there's a foul. And going to the line will be, John Koncak. So he's going to go in here for the free throw. 64.5. First one is good. Second one is no good. So he only gets the 1. And so it's going to be Celtics ball trailing by 6 this time. A 90, and that is up. And that's going to be a nice, easy shot by Robert Parrish, who's playing very well for Boston right now, to cut it back to a 4-point lead. Time running out here in the third quarter. I got a couple comments. I'll get to those in just 1 second. I just want to get to it here. And another foul. And going to the line will be Dominique Wilkins, 77%. First one, good. Second one, no good. It dances around the rim, but it couldn't get it to go. So 1 out of 2 for Dominique with a minute to play. Celtics ball. They come down the court. It's going to go to McHale. McHale lays that up and in. So the Celtics trim it to a 3-point lead again. 40 seconds to go. Each team with 1 possession. An 18, and that's going to be a foul. And going to the line is 72, and that's going to be Tree Rollins. 72.4. The first one is good. Second one is good as well. So they'll finish with 90 points. Celtics with one last chance to try to get a couple of points on the board here at 28, and they are fouled. And going to the line is Larry Bird, 91%. First one is good. Second one is good as well. So Bird hits them both, and that'll end the third quarter. So that was a look at playing player offense against team defense, okay? CONCAC, okay, thank you so much for that. So I'm not aware of my Hawks, especially bench players for the Hawks in the 80s. And, all right, so we've played basic offense, basic defense. We've played Individual offense, basic defense. Now we're going to do individual offense, individual defense, and you're going to see the difference and actually how long it will take. Alrighty. So Celtics ball, and they will start here in the fourth quarter. So now we're going to figure out if there's any shots to be taken. We're going to figure out who takes it and who's guarding them. Okay, is what we're going to do. Alrighty. And now how you do that here, again, if you go to DJ under the starters, his defense is 1, and if we roll 1 to 65, he's the guy on defense guarding either Rivers or Spud Webb. If it's a 66 to 100, it's Jerry Sheesting. So that's kind of how that works out here. Ainge obviously plays a lot of minutes, so he's got a 1 to 89. So the bench players have less of a chance usually of playing defense. So that's, I believe, how that's worked. And the court image was made by Kudrinski. Okay. Yeah, no, I forget where it was. I grabbed a whole bunch of basketball courts and football fields and the whole bit. So I use them for a lot of things. I use a lot of the hockey rinks for things and football fields. So you'll see a lot of those images from Action PC and different things that I do. Alrighty, so Celtics will start it off here. They'll start the fourth quarter, trailing by 3, and we're going to go individual offense and individual defense. Let's see how that goes. All right, so the Celtics start off with a turnover, so not the way the Green wanted to start the fourth quarter, down by 3. And Atlanta coming the other way, and we got a 3-point attempt. And it's going to be 39, so the 3-point attempt is John Battle. All righty, now let's see who he's going up against. So we got a 49, so he's going up against Ainge. So Ainge's defense is 1, so we'll increase it. So his... oh boy, so his 3-point attempt is a 0? Is that correct? Yeah, okay, so but he adds 1, so it's 1. And it is no good. It wouldn't have been any good anyway, so he misses the 3-point attempt. So yeah, he's got a 0% chance for a 3-point attempt, even though he can take one, I guess. So I guess that'd be the only way he'd get it is we add 1 to give him a +1. So I guess that's how that would work, I believe. 69 for Boston. That's going to be an automatic basket by 73. It's going to be Robert Parrish again. So after the turnover and after the miss, the Celtics pull within 1 right now. So it's a 1-point game here at the Omni. Again, this is Uptempo Basketball by Brian Haferkamp. And he's still working on it, but boy, he's got something good here. I really do think he does. All right, Hawks ball, 50. That's a 2-point attempt. So now we're going to see who takes it. 2-point attempt is going to be Dominique Wilkins. And Wilkins is going up against Larry Bird. And Bird's defense is a -4. So he's got a 51 -4, so that's a 47. Wilkins is up and no good. Good defense by Bird. Forced a bad shot. And the Celtics have a chance to take the lead. They come up the court. A 47, a 2-point attempt. It's going to be 85. Ooh, you want the lower numbers. You really do. So it's going to be Sheesting. Oh, boy. Sheesting is going up against Doc Rivers, who's a -4. So it's a 48.4. Sheesting to put the Celtics in the lead. No, can't get it to go. So Sheesting out there in the fourth quarter. Not who you want out there, but they have to rest the starters, I guess it is. 75, and that's going to be an automatic bucket by the Hawks. As dropping that in is Tree Rollins. So Rollins drops that in. And I don't think I changed the time, so I'm going to do this right here. Again, if I mess up, I mess up. But I don't think I changed the time on the last one. If I did, then, well, something else happened. All right, so I got, Celtics. 3-point shot by 55. By Larry Bird is good. They've hit a handful of threes in this game, and that comes at a clutch time to tie the game. Holy cow. So the Celtics have battled back they were down by as many as 8, I think. They have chipped away, and they have tied it up on Larry Bird's 3-point shot. And here come the Hawks. The Hawks, and they're going to go to the line. And taking the free throw is Spud Webb, 76.2. Spud Webb is good and good. So you hit them both. So the Hawks go back in front by 2. And we got 9 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Celtics ball, 25. And they are fouled. And going to the line is going to be Bird. 91. Bird's up. No, he missed it. Oh, that's a big miss. That's a big miss by Bird, who just hit that three-pointer. And now it's going to be Hawks ball. 62. That's going to be a shot, and that's going to be good. Putting that in is Spud Webb. And it's going to be a three-point lead. And you can see now, like I said, I think I forgot to change the time a couple times. Because when I start doing individuals, it gets a little bit more busy and it gets a little bit more confusing. So, again, it adds to the game, and it's really fun, but it does add to some of the confusion. And I think I've changed the time wrong a couple of times because there's a lot more going on. All right, Boston ball at 24. We got a foul. And he's fouled. Going to the line is Bird. Bird, first one, good. Second one, good as well. So Bird redeems himself there, and he cuts it back to a one-point game. 8 minutes to play. 87 for the Hawks, and that's going to be an automatic bucket there. As putting that one in is Mike McGee. We've called his name a couple of times, so Mike McGee drops that in. And it's Celtics ball. 37 for the Celtics. That's going to be a two-point attempt. So 74 is Parrish. Parrish is going up against Comcast. Did I get that right? Comcast? I think I called him Comcast when I played before. I think I did. So John Comcast. So he's got a defensive -6. Holy cow. So Parrish taking the shot. It's going to be 49.7. No go. So good defense by Comcast. And the Hawks get a chance to open this thing back up. And they turn it over. It's a turnover, and the Celtics coming right back. Can they capitalize on this one? It's up, and it's good. So a nice fast break by the Celtics as DJ lays that one up and in. And it's a one-point game again here in Atlanta. Oh, 1 point. There we go. With 6:40 to play, we got a barn burner here at the Omni. 51 coming the other way. It's going to be a two-point attempt. That's going to be Randy Whitman. And Whitman's going up against Danny Ainge. So it's a +1, actually. So he's got a 51.5. No good. He missed it. So a chance for the Celtics to take the lead. Here they come up the court. They slide it over to 62 is McHale, and he puts it up and in. McHale drops that in, and the Celtics have taken the lead here with 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. So now Atlanta trailing. They bring it up the court, and there's a foul. And going to the line is going to be Dominique Wilkins, 77%. The first one is good. The second one is good. So he gets them both. And the Hawks are back in the lead here with 5:40 to play. Celtics come back up the court. It's over to Parrish, and Parrish lays that up and in. So Celtics go back up, and we go back and forth. This could be a last shot type of scenario here. And, the Hawks go on a run. And just at the right time, they go on an 8-0 run, and I think that's going to do it. The Hawks get hot. The Celtics get cold. There's 3:20 to play. Now, there is a chart to see who got all those points. I'm not going to pull out that chart, but there is a chart to see how to allocate those 8 points in case you're interested. I'm not going to do that here. So it's a 7-point game, and now the Celtics are just in all kinds of problems right now, and they turn it over. And so the Celtics, who had just taken the lead now, have gone ice cold, and we got a 2-point attempt. And it's going to be 89. So that's going to be it's going to be Cliff Livingston again. Livingston is going up against McHale, so -2. So we got a 48.9. No good. So he misses it. Celtics still barely alive in this game, but they need some miracles here. A 47, that's going to be a 2-point attempt. 37 is going to be Bird. Bird is going up against McGee. It's a 0, so Bird 54.7 is good. So Bird drops that in, and it's a 5-point lead. That 8-0 run really was the killer. It really was. And now we got a turnover, though. It's a turnover. Celtics playing some defense here. Maybe they can pull the goalie. 75. And that is going to be Sheesting who puts that in. Holy cow, Sheesting drops that in. And it's a 3-point game. I think time's going to run out, though. They're going to need another turnover. And they didn't get it to foul. And going to the line is Spud Webb, 76.2. Good and good. So that's a couple of clutch free throws there. And I think that's going to do it. Boston's just going to flat run out of time here. Although they come down and they hit a 3-pointer. It's not over yet. As Sheesting hits the 3-point shot. Are you kidding me? It is not over. Holy cow. Big defensive stand here by the Celtics. Can they get it? No. It's going to be a 2-point attempt. Ooh, 93 though. And that's going to be Cliff Levingston. Levingston, the chance to ice the game here against the Celtics. It goes up against McHale. Levingston, 48.9. It is no good. No good. And the Celtics come down with a chance to take the lead. And they go on a run. Oh, my gosh. What a finish. What is the run? 32. It's a 9-2 run, and the Celtics are going to win the game. The Celtics are going to win the game. They go on a 9-2 run in the last minute, and that's 17. And that is that. And that is that. Holy cow, they were just down by how many points? And they needed a run, and they got it. Wow. And that is your final 117-112. That was pretty incredible. I thought it was done, but again, you never know that you got to roll the dice and finish it out. That was really fun. I got to say that this basketball game is a lot of fun. It has a lot of potential. It does. So that is a look at Uptempo Basketball. I think that's going to be the name of the game if Brian sticks with that one there. What a comeback we had. What a finish. It's very exciting. This is the perfect basketball game for me because, as you know, I'm kind of I'm a part-time basketball guy. I like my Bird era stuff and the Jordan and stuff. So this is perfect for me. It gets me the right amount of excitement. I'm not bogged down with all the stats, which I don't know much about. The dice tell you the story. And it's really this. It's one of these games where there's not a lot of decisions to make, and I like that. I suppose you could probably built in some homebrew rules to call a timeout to save some time, or maybe to, if you wanted to, you could force a foul or something like the intentional foul or something like that. So I can see, I can see that if you wanted to get creative with this, you could. As Tebow says, I can see that Bird drains a couple of threes and a bunch of free throws. I mean, that's the great thing about this. You can see all this happening. You can see the runs and the things that happen in this game. So, all in all, I think it's pretty well. So, was it about 50 minutes? I mean, I'm 53 minutes into this, but I took some time to chat and the whole bit. So, about 50 minutes, 45, call 45 minutes to play a game of this, and that's half in basic, and then the rest with the individuals. So. And again, it's kind of clunky playing with Excel. If you were playing pen and paper on the desk, you could probably get it done. I'm thinking you could probably do this game in 30 to 40 minutes if you want, even if you wanted to keep stats. That's kind of my guess. Maybe closer to 45 or 50, like I say, if you're doing all the individual stuff. Again, it all depends what you're looking to do. I like to keep at least points in basketball to see who did well. I really like to, even when I play regular season basketball, I would keep stats, but I really would only keep points. I mean, I know assists and rebounds are a big part of it, like they are in hockey, assistant hockey. But for me, just being a casual basketball guy, this is perfect, and I like how it's done. So anyway, so that's another look at another version of Uptempo Basketball. It's the one that he's using the individual player stats and individual player defense now. So you roll to see who's on defense and the whole bit. I think it adds to the detail. I think it adds to the immersion of the game. It does add to the length of the game, though. So it all depends, again. What do you want? Do you want a fast game? Do you want to just get a score? Or do you want to really get some detail? I like at least adding the shooter because I like to say, and Bird puts it up and in, and Paris lays it in, and Dominique Wilkins drives that one. I like to visualize that stuff. So I do like to see who scores the points. But anyway, so let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Let Brian know what you think about this game here, about Uptempo Basketball. And hopefully we're going to get more out of this game. And hopefully we'll get him on the show. I'm